this. Thank you.
New question, the member from Simcoe Grey.
My question is for the Minister of the Environment. In October 2016, the Environmental Review Tribunal ruled the appellants of the Wpd Wind Turbine Project in Clearview Township had proven the turbines would cause harm to human health and irreversible harm to the natural environment, in particular endangered bats that live in the area. Now Wpd is requesting a remedy hearing in the hopes of reversing the tribunal's ruling that safeguards the people and wildlife of this province. Mr. Speaker, why is Wpd Canada being given a remedy hearing when the fact of the matter is the government's Freedom of Information records show existing operational wind turbines in Ontario far exceed the approval limits for bat and bird kills?
Thank you. Minister of the Environment and Climate Change.
Mr. Speaker, I am happy to meet with the member opposite to, within the authority I have, review the matter. The minister has limits on our authority because we have an environmental review tribunal, which I have a great deal of faith in. You may remember the member opposite, Mr. Speaker, repeatedly questioned me about the Collingwood airport issue. And I said, I cannot insert myself in that because I legally have no authority to do it, and I would probably have to resign if I did that. It's interesting, Mr. Speaker, that the hearing resulted in changes made by the ERT with no interference from the government or the ministry, and I think somewhat to the satisfaction of the member opposite. So let's have some faith in our independent tribunal process.
Thank you.
Back to the Minister. Minister, it's your policy that the tribunal is following. It's your Green Energy Act the tribunal is following, so you are ultimately responsible for this issue. It's been proven that wind turbines kill resident bats and also attract migratory bats and kill them as well. Local residents and governments are spending excessive amounts of their own money doing what the minister should be doing, and that's enforcing the Endangered Species Act by refusing to issue permits to high-risk wind turbine projects. Speaker, this government's Green Energy Act is creating energy poverty with the high cost of electricity, and it's now bringing about project poverty by forcing citizens to spend hundreds of thousands of dollars to oppose wind turbine projects and protect the environment. Mr. Speaker, is the minister committed to protecting Ontario's endangered species, or do wind turbine projects take priority?
Minister.
Thank you very much, Mr. Speaker. I would be very clear that we have, with the Endangered Species Act of the Minister of Natural Resources and Forestry, very strong protections. As a matter of fact, we have the strongest protections in North America on endangered species. I would also point out, Mr. Speaker, that we and Quebec and Nova Scotia are the only jurisdictions in the Americas that have greenhouse gas reductions below 1990 levels or have met the Kyoto Protocol, which his party took us out of. Our energy system now and our environmental strategies have left us as one of only 3 jurisdictions in the Americas that are below 1990 levels and tracking on that. And given the leader of his party and his colleagues who have a track record of destroying international agreements, undermining them, and increasing pollution in this province and increasing greenhouse gas emissions, which would do a lot more damage than just to bats, Mr. Speaker.
New question.